Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm Hannah, and as of this April, I will have been married for 10 years, which I am pretty excited about. I wanted to talk a little bit about romance because there are some things you can do to make just about any moment more romantic, and there are some things that really stood out for me and my husband as, like, just the best, the romantic moments I want to remember for the rest of my life. So, first off, prom. Not the typical kind of prom. We were both in our 20s and we went to this convention and they were doing a prom night. And we got there and we were both dressed up. We went into the room. It was actually kind of funny because they ended up playing this joke song and my friends were all there and it broke the ice. It was actually really good for the moment because it was just so comedic. It got us all laughing. It was not what we expected. And then right after came the really serious music, and there's just this beautiful room, beautiful music. He looks me in the eyes, he takes my hand, and we start dancing. And it was so intentional, and that's a big part of it. So, first off, I would say is music. Music can make just about any scene really, really romantic. You can set the mood just right. The next I would say is lighting because, yeah, it was dimly lit and it was just really romantic. You think of the candlelit dinner, lighting, especially candles, warm light in dark places, it just makes it feel right. I would say beyond that is beauty, having things like flowers and atmosphere. So if you can't do like really dim lights and candles and such, you can still make up for it by having beauty. And beauty isn't just limited to flowers. Let's think about some other beautiful things you could consider. So it could be the way you dress and present yourself. It could be the area you bring someone, or it could be something like water. Water is beautiful. My husband particularly likes waterfalls. He likes hearing the sound of water moving and such. So that can all be really good for setting a romantic scene. I think you really want to engage like all the senses as much as you possibly can. So when it comes to smells, having really beautiful, wonderful, awesome smells is really good. So for us, it's actually kind of funny because you can do something and smell something while you're doing it, and then that smell will remind you that of that moment for like the rest of your life. One for me is I wouldn't have thought it because it's not a scent I would have picked out, but lemongrass is one of those smells that when I smell it, I immediately am taken back to our honeymoon because I was using a lotion from the hotel that had like a lemongrass scent. And so now anytime I have that smell anywhere near me, I'm just in a really, really good mood. It just takes me back to a really wonderful time and walking the gardens with Andrew and beautiful, romantic, sweet. So yeah, I would say music, lighting, beauty. What else? Okay, being intentional, being very focused. That's very important to romance. Obviously, you have to be looking at the person you love, very focused on them, saying very sweet words. The words you use can really convey something more romantic. What are some other things that you could add in here? The way you speak to your spouse, the sweet things you say to them, the intentional touch where you hold hands or you dance or you hug or you kiss. I would say taking things slow is very important to all of this because you want to be very intentional, like I said, and slow kind of helps with that. It builds up that tension, that suspense. So you implement these things, and it can be raining, it can be a dreary day. I remember the day we actually got engaged. It was super, super foggy, and yet any of those moments can be romantic with that right setting. You just create the setting yourself, you know? Another thing you can do is gifts, because I did like a lavish date, is what I call it, for Andrew. And I gave him a whole bunch of presents and just overwhelmed him. And that's something you can do to just really catch them off guard and then keep them guessing as to what's going to come next. So gifts are really, really special. I would also say implementing a moment of awe. So when you walk into like a cathedral or under the night sky and you look up at all those stars, there's just this moment of awe, and that makes you feel like so positive, so happy, so amazed. And if you can bring another person into that, that's especially romantic. In the sky, that one's a good one because you got beauty going, you have lights with the starlight. It's got a lot of those things, so just add a little music, go stargazing. That's gonna be a really romantic moment. Go dancing under the stars, again, really romantic moment. If you're out in the bright daylight, then gardens, beautiful gardens, and walking them, holding hands, beautiful, wonderful, romantic. So yeah, I would say when it comes to romance, being intentional, having the right mindset, and doing these things can really set the tone no matter where you are. And you don't really need a budget for it. You can do a lot of these things completely broke. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about romance is there's no price. There's no price to be set on it. Real quick, just to add, first time experiences, great. When you can share a first experience with someone, that really sets the mood to be a lot better, assuming it's a good first experience.